Hi, everybody, and welcome to the first Showcase Sunday. I'm just going to give it a second here, and if anybody's hoping to hop on right now, just let them do that. Yeah, heads up, I'm outside on the patio, and we have a pool right across the way, and there's a couple of people playing the bongos and like the flute or something. So if you can't hear me for any reason, or if it gets a little bit too annoying, like just let me know and I'll go inside. But I think I don't know, it's kind of entertaining and jazzy. So I was just going to go with it. I'll wait till we hit the 1 minute mark, and then I will go ahead and get started. And I have a timer going too. My plan is to not have this go any longer than 15 minutes, and that'll kind of be the theme with all the Showcase Sundays. It'll just be like a fun, quick, usually I'm going to aim for less than 10 minutes to just kind of relay to you some information and what I think of the products, and just give you the opportunity to ask any questions you may be having, whether it's related to what I'm showcasing or about being a distributor or being about an order you recently received. Okay, so today, for the very first Showcase Sunday, I was just going to bring it back to basics, and I was going to talk about the starter kit. So I wanted to explain to you what it is, why you need it, why this exists, because LipSense, it works as a system or it works as a team. And I was also going to kind of go into the ingredients, because I don't know about you guys, but when I first tried this stuff, I've said this before, I thought it was witchcraft, and I just wanted to like understand how it was working. So I've personally looked into that to try to understand the science behind it, and it's kind of cool to find that it's this perfect balance of like nature and science. So for starters, I was going to talk about your color. First things first, a lot of people think that LipSense is a stain, and it's the exact opposite. A stain is something that it penetrates your skin and actually gets into your bloodstream if you use it. And then as far as removing a stain, I don't know how you would do that. This is a liquid lipstick that is a new technology. It's actually a patented technology by Synergence. And the way it works is it molecularly bonds to your skin, because this is made with cosmetic grade alcohol as SD40. And that's also the culprit for why you feel tingling when you first start using it. So the way it works is the alcohol, it's thinner than water. So it's what they use to kind of suspend the color pigment within the tube. And when you apply it, a part of the tingling is one, because your lips are dehydrated. So it's kind of like detecting and combating that. And then two, when it hits your lips, it dissipates. So the alcohol goes away, but it leaves the color behind. And that's one of the reasons that, one, the pigment of the lip color you choose it's so true to what you see in the tubes. And that's the science behind how they get it to stay. I took some notes to help out. And then just another reason or good thing to remember if it is tingling, or one of the reasons for the cosmetic grade alcohol, is it's also antibacterial, which I think is an awesome thing. So if you do have chapped lips, I like the concept that when you're applying your LipSense, you're also kind of like cleansing any wounds you may be having from having chapped lips. And let's see some of the other, no, let's explain one more thing. So then also considering that the pigment is, it's very, I don't want to say thick, because it's pure pigment in the way that it's created, it also creates a mechanical shield. So that's one crazy thing about LipSense, is you don't have to worry about any kind of SPF or protecting your lips, because if you wear this, it's the same as wearing a hat. It's the exact same, it's just completely blocking the skin. So as long as you have your LipSense on, your lips are going to be protected because of the way that this stuff is designed. And then I also want to explain the reason behind the 3 layers, because the first layer you apply to clean, dry lips. That's a part of the reason you need clean, dry lips, is so the alcohol can dissipate to leave the color behind. And when you do that, it bonds to your body, and the pH of your body can break it down. So that's why they have you apply a second layer that's protected from that pH, but then you also do a third that protects that second layer from the elements and your drinking and your eating and what have you. So that's the reason for 3. I think I've said this before. If you want, you can do 2, but you're better off doing 3. And then if you're, mixing your colors or layering colors, you can do 4 even if you wanted. I wouldn't suggest doing more than 4 though. And then just a few other ingredients that you'll see listed on your color. You have a Paeonia sophracticosa root extract, and that's just a calming flower herb. There's a lot of soothing ingredients in your color that you'll find to kind of combat any like harshness that the SD40 may be causing your skin. Hyperconium perforatum extract, and that's a flower extract to elevate your mood. Tilia cordata flower extract, which is an antioxidant. Isodonia japonicus extract, which is medicinal property to soothe your skin. Mica is an earth mineral that's used for any sparkle or shimmer that you may find in any of like your frosty or more glittery colors. And then titanium dioxide is a thickening agent that assists in creating that mechanical shield in your color that protects your lips from the sun. So then that being said, next comes into play is your gloss, which this stuff is insane. So the gloss was designed along with the color so that it can penetrate the color to moisturize your lips. So the 2R team, you cannot wear the color without the gloss. You can wear the gloss by yourself, and I highly suggest it. And the gloss, I just wanted to go through some of the ingredients to showcase how moisturizing and great it is for your lips, whether you're wearing the color or not. Dimethicone is one of the ingredients you'll find listed on the bottle. And it's just like a silky, soft element they put in the gloss, and it's supposed to help promote your cell health or your cell rejuvenation in your lips. And that's one of the reasons when some people first start wearing LipSense, they experience an exfoliation process. And the whole reason for that, especially if you've been wearing lead-packed lip colors or if you're a chapstick bandit, is your lips are dehydrated. So the cells are rejuvenating, and you know how you shed your skin every 4 to 6 weeks? It's pushing all that dead skin out, and it's exfoliating to reveal new, like actually hydrated, actually moisturized skin or lips. And then also to that effect, it fills your fine line. It has anti-aging properties, which is also another role that it's a little bit lower down the list, but vitamin E, also known as tocopherol on the bottle, is a fat-soluble vitamin that you'll find in your gloss, and it's antioxidant. So it's anti-aging as well as it's cancer-fighting. It sounds kind of an extreme thing to point out for your lip color, but it is. It ultimately promotes cell function and cell rejuvenation, so it'll make your lips healthier. Excuse me. One of the main top ingredients you'll see is synthetic beeswax. They use synthetic beeswax as an initiative for their cruelty-free efforts, and also because I think most of us know the bees could use some help right now, so we don't need to be stealing their wax for our cosmetics. And this is just created using a blend of lipids and oils, and it's just, to be used to make it creamy and hydrating. And some of the other ingredients you'll find, you have shea butter, which we all know is very conditioning for your skin, and it helps you retain moisture. And then there's also a lot more like silky kind of content that you'll find, like the trimethicilla modithicone. You'll find oxazinol 40, and this just keeps things mixed within your gloss, and it keeps things from hardening. Like, how coconut oil, when it's at a certain temperature, it hardens. It keeps this stuff so it's more of a liquid state, so you could use it at any time. And then lastly, you have a propylparaben, and that's not to be confused with parabens that are bad for you. And it's just an element that's found naturally in plants, and it's antimicrobial and antifungal. So again, same with the color, this has antimicrobial properties. So it protects your body if you do get any kind of bacteria on your lips. It's an additional kind of defense mechanism that your body can use to kill off anything that it could potentially make you sick. And then it also helps with the shelf life. The color lasts open 2 to 3 years. And if you don't open this, it lasts for 7 years because of the antibacterial ingredients they put in it. And I believe the same goes for your gloss. So then lastly, you have your oops remover, because this stuff is so insane that you need something to help break it down. And that's exactly what the oops remover does. It just unbinds your color, is how they describe it. I wasn't able to find a lot about the ingredients, but it's packed with lots of nourishing and moisturizing oils. You have vitamin A, C, and E in your oops remover. You have glycerin, which promotes moisture retention. So even though you're removing your lip color, you're actually moisturizing your lips, making them even healthier and more full. And I believe jojoba oil, which promotes water retention, as well as it's soothing and healing. I don't know if any of you researched it. There are other ways you can remove your lip color, like the Neutrogena cleansing bar. I don't suggest it because it's very, very drying. So I feel like if you were to do that, it's almost counteracting any of the good thing you may have done for your lips by wearing the lip color and moisturizing them and hydrating them. So I suggest wearing or using your Oops Remover. And this can also be used to prime your lips before you put your color on, as well as it can be used to touch up any mistakes you may make when you're applying. And I was going to say something and I'm spacing. Oh well, I'll figure it out. So that's kind of how everything works. That's the science behind the starter kit system. So that's why when you get going, you have to get the starter kit. But like I always say, once you buy the starter kit, you're set up for a while. Like your Oops Remover will last you 6 to 12 months. And I just remembered what I was going to say. PSA, because I did this incorrectly when I first got it. I would take the wand and I would scrub my lips to get my color off, and that's not what you do. You just apply it same as you would a gloss, and then you just let it sit there. So I'll put it on, I'll go let the Mar dog out, and I'll go back inside, and you just wipe your color away. So that's all you need to do in order to remove your color, and I've never had to do it more than twice. So then just to recap and just relate a couple more awesome things about this lip color. So regarding the fact that you have to do 3 layers to that effect, because LipSense doesn't, smear together, smudge together, nothing crazy like that. You can also layer your colors. So technically, if you buy 2 colors, you can create 8 different colors. If you buy 3 colors, you can create 27 different colors. So like this, for example, I created a dupe of one of my favorite colors before I found LipSense. This is the equivalent to the Too Faced liquid lipstick Melted Berry. And I layered 1 Purple Rain, 1 Fly Girl, 1 Purple Rain. And that's a really cool thing with this lip color is we have a lot of distributors that have figured out dupes for MAC, Jeffree Star, Kat Von D, just any Mary Kay, any color you can think of. So if one of the reasons that you're not trying LipSense but you kind of want to is because you have a shade that you're addicted to, you can totally send me a picture of it and I can absolutely try to figure out like a dupe for you or a color that would at least come very close to it. And then also regarding the wear of this lip color, so it's advertised lasts 4 to 18 hours. I personally don't know anybody that it's lasted less than 10 hours, and I've seen women that will sleep in it and wake up and brush their teeth and put on gloss and wear yesterday's LipSense because it lasts that long. And one of the ways that you can make it last longer is it depends on how you apply it. So just a couple of words of wisdom, because I used to goof it up and my stuff didn't last long, is when you're applying, do really thin layers. So wipe off your color so it looks to the point where there's almost like nothing on the wand, but that's all you need, and you'll get the pigment that you need to get a nice color, and it'll also make your color last longer because you're not using as much. And, just a few other words that we all know and are familiar with. This stuff is waterproof. You can go swimming in it. Even in the summer, you can go into chlorinated pools. You can go into lakes. You can go into the ocean. It will protect your lips from the sun. It's kiss-proof. It's smudge-proof. It's bud-proof. It's kid-proof. It's barbecue-proof. It's wine-proof. It's beer-proof. Was that my dog? All these crazy things. It's a real deal. And on top of that, it is lead-free, it is wax-free, it is GMO-free, it is cruelty-free, it's vegan, it's kosher if that's a concern of yours. So what I'm basically trying to say is this product, there's just nothing negative about it. And that's why I wanted to try these Showcase Sundays so I could get a little bit more in depth with you guys and just really relate to you how amazing this stuff is all around. So that's all I have to say about the starter kits and how they work. If you have any questions, it doesn't look like we have one person online right now. If you have a question, go ahead and pop it in. If not, if you watch this later and you have questions, please don't hesitate to message me. I would love to help you out and answer any questions you may have. And that's all I have for you. So I guess I will see all of you next Sunday. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening and have a wonderful week.